And I think we're live. Hi. I was streaming earlier and had Jim on, and I got most of the details done. Just maybe one or two more, and then I'm gonna get out. Hey, Simon.
Yo, Alex.
What's going on, brother?
I've just literally seen that you're online, so I thought I'd jump on as well.
Cool.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Oh, good.
It is Saturday evening over there, right?
It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, crap. I'm way off. Nice. What do you got planned for this Saturday weekend day?
At the moment, I am removing seam lines from this, which is I can't remember what the name of it is. A hekia, one of these.
All right. Hekia.
Hekia.
Yeah.
Unpronounceable.
Yep, decals for days for me, man.
Decals. What are you working on?
The Gym Sniper 2 still.
Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've still got to get around to doing mine.
Yeah, I seem to have misplaced a set of decals that I had before. I don't know. I don't know where I put them. I dropped them or I lost them or something, but they're not here, so. Nope. Yeah, I seem to have misplaced them. Unless they're in here somewhere. Yeah, I just gotta pop a couple on the the back of the arms and the shoulders and maybe the weapon, and then I think I'm done. I hate decals, man.
Are you using Solon set?
The what?
The Solon set. So.
Oh, I'm using Tamiya Mark Fit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just as good. I used to use this Revell decal soft stuff.
Yeah, like there's no access to Revel stuff here, just Revel kits, but no actual like tools and stuff like that.
Oh,
Quite hard to find.
I
But
see.
yeah, I've wanted to try some of like the other stuff, but just Mr. Hobby and Tamiya stuff is pretty much the only thing that's more commonly available here. But I'm liking this Mark Fit stuff. I mean, you don't need to get two different kinds. It's adhesive and like softener, both rolled up into one. So
that's good.
Yeah. And if you want to like melt or like deteriorate the decal a little bit more, they have a strong version of it as well. So there's two kinds of it.
Cool.
One second. There it is. Found it. Okay. Yeah, you gonna paint that kit?
Yes, I've got some interesting ideas for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to use this.
Ooh,
You can see where it's heading.
that's
It's going to be very bright.
along the lines of Zach's.
But one of his
Try
AI.
burning that one.
Ah, yeah, the burning. Yeah, yeah, the one that shines under black light.
Right.
That's quite incredible.
That is. It's. That'll make you squint.
This one's for Strider Prime's summer gunpla contest.
Oh, okay.
I thought I would.
What are the like rules for that?
It's just it has to be Iron-Blooded Orphans kit, and you have to customize it in some way. But you're not allowed to use any like modeling support goods or wave or universal sentry part on it.
Anything?
Yeah, it has to be entirely Iron-Blooded Orphans or Plar Plate. So.
All right, that keeps it more interesting.
Yeah, but I still don't know what I'm going to do. I just have sort of a general idea of paint,
Right.
and I'm just going to clean it up now, get rid of some seam lines, and go from there. So
Nice. Yeah,
but I
man.
haven't done a high grade for a long time, so it's kind of weird working at this scale.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I just prefer the 1/100 because at least those are bearable as far as these sausage fingers go.
See, I guess it's just I don't know because there's more parts separated. It's a lot easier to paint,
Right.
a lot less masking. So, but I do like a challenge, so we'll see how it goes.
There's like a prize lineup for his contest and stuff.
Was that sorry?
What's the like prize lineup for his contest?
I think he said it was. I think he's doing a mega size unicorn.
Mega size unicorn.
Mega size unicorn, yeah.
Oh.
What else was it? Oh, a master grade double Zeta.
Okay.
When it's out, and I think a real grade unicorn.
For second and third, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
So yeah, it's quite good prizes.
Nice. Yeah, I was kind of like looking into maybe trying out some like Mac K kits, but I
Yeah, I've
had no
never.
idea they were so expensive.
Yeah, I've never really liked them. I mean, they're quite unique.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just aesthetically, there's something about them I don't really enjoy it. I think it's just like the proportions are all kind of odd.
Yeah, I mean they're like I guess scale wise they're not. I mean they're not particularly large if you were to make it like 1/1. But
Like
yeah, I
one
mean
thirty fifth.
they're about the size of a human being, like a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So I would say like maybe 1/5 scale, something like that.
Mm.
But yeah, I just figured like I'd try one just because it's interesting. And
Yeah.
I was in a shop this past weekend and filmed a whole bunch of unusable footage. But yeah, like I was just like looking at the Mac K kits and I looked at the price tag and they're like $80. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I don't know what they are normally priced at, but I was like, wow, that's like that's the price of like a mega size here.
Mm. Yeah, they
But,
seem to be
yeah,
increasing in popularity.
yeah, I mean, I can see why, because I mean, there's a very large following as far as people who like customize them and stuff, and
Mm.
like Lincoln Wright is into all that stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, pretty interesting to me, but
Oh.
Just figured it'd be something cool to try out, and
Yeah.
broaden my horizons. But $80 for that. What was it? I think it's called like the Sea Pig.
Oh yeah, the sea pig. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I think it's fairly common.
Yeah, that's
But
quite pricey.
$80, man.
Hmm.
So not not a big. Not gonna be delving into that anytime soon. We had lunch. Common.
Yeah, that's quite pricey.
And
How's the new sofa?
oh yeah, man, it's freaking awesome. Jeremy Diaz asks, "Yo, Alex, who's the guy with the Hekija?" This is Simon of Simon Gundam UK, and he's
Hello.
a longtime YouTuber and a regular panelist or member of the Gunpla Talk series. And he's also located in the UK.
Indeed.
Miguel says hello. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Flipping. Oh man, I cannot wait to finish doing these decals.
It's actually my favourite part of any build is the decals.
Yeah, I know. We've mentioned before. But yeah, like I was talking to Jim, and he's like, he likes the aspect of what is it? Like sanding everything down, sanding and just like prepping all the parts for painting and stuff like that. That's his favorite.
His work is so clean. It's just so
Yeah,
nice to watch him work. It's incredible.
I agree. Yeah, it's unfortunate he's so busy these days.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Excuse me a second. I can hear my boys calling me. What's up?
What's going on, Jeremy and Miguel? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but what's up, man? All right. I think I need to put something on the backs of these shoulders. I have no idea what I want to do.
Yeah, we're requiring snacks.
Snacks.
Yes. They're both watching Harry Potter.
Saturday morning movies. Well, afternoon movies. Yeah. Like, yeah, in chat there's somebody from the UK talking about how there's somebody from the UK and we're just talking about how expensive it is to live in and around London.
Yeah.
Basically,
they should just separate off London as a separate country, because it's completely different in London to what it is the rest of the country. It's crazy.
So yeah. We're just talking about how it's just taxes up the butt for days, man.
Yeah. It is unbelievable.
Unfortunate that.
I suppose it's the same like with any massive city. Everything becomes 10 times more expensive. So.
That's not too bad in Korea, though.
All right.
Like, it's not as like like out there, like all the ridiculous taxes you guys have to pay out there.
Mm.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say like if I were to go up to like Seoul, like I wouldn't see like that much difference. A couple things here and there, maybe like gas stations are a little bit more expensive, but other than that, everything else is actually pretty much the same.
That's good.
I mean, obviously, if you hit touristy areas, it's going to be a bit more pricier as to be expected.
Mm.
But
I think we
yeah,
spent.
not too bad.
I've been to Korea for 1 day.
Layover?
Yeah, layover in Incheon.
Yeah. I gotta say, out of all the airports I've been to, Incheon is still by far the nicest airport I've ever been to.
Yeah, it's really nice. I was really impressed. Yeah.
Because like I landed at Narita in Tokyo,
Mm.
and I was like kind of disappointed, man.
It's a bit old fashioned. Don't you think?
Yeah. Like Osaka airport was way nicer than Narita.
Mm.
I thought like being in Tokyo would be kind of like really big and like really industrious and stuff like that, but nope, not the case.
Mm.
It is what it is. Okay. Hey, what do you do about masking like the half circles in like the elbow joints and the knee joints?
Ooh.
Would
what I
you
would use is a
just not
circle
bother?
template, like one of these, and then I would put that on top
Okay.
of masking tape on a cutting board, and then use one of these diameters.
And then you just cut it right in half, right?
So it's a bit tricky because you really have to be very careful as you cut round to make it a perfect
Right.
circle.
Because like I'm trying to like paint up this like trying to like plan out in my head how to paint up this like mega size age normal.
Okay.
Like the elbow joints and the knee joints, they've got these like giant half circles,
Mm.
and I'm not gonna try to freehand it by any means. So I was just wondering.
We could use a circle cutter and just
Oh,
measure the diameter of that half circle, and then use the
right.
circle cutter to trim a bit of
Make it
masking tape.
kind of like a protractor. I
Yeah.
guess that could
Yeah.
work.
The only thing about circle cutters is they don't have a very they can't do very tiny circles.
Right.
I think you can only
I
go as
think.
far as like half a centimeter or something.
Okay. No.
Well, I forget they're quite cheap. So.
I might have to look into picking one up for myself.
Mm.
What to do?
I'll tell you what I sometimes use for circles is one of these leather punches.
Oh,
They're quite handy
that's
for
a really
very
good idea.
tiny circles. So you just put a bit of masking tape in here and crunch it down. Makes a tiny
Yeah,
circle. It's quite handy.
right. I mean, I guess it's like using a hole punch for paper, but
Yeah,
varying
you could. Yeah,
sizes. So that's a cool idea.
yeah, you could do that.
Hold on, where is it? Let's see if I can go find it. Where are you? Oh, there it is. I was in Seoul this past weekend, and I have the type. What is it? Type B of these cutting mats made by Infini.
All right. Okay.
they have, it's basically like a cutting mat, but they've already got like pre-cut grooves inside, so you can just stick a thing of masking tape on there and cut into the black holes.
Well, that's
So,
a good idea.
yeah, so they've got, like boxes and triangles and diamonds and stuff like that. So you could probably get away with a what is it, like a camo decal or something, or a camo masking and stuff like that. But I bought this because specifically they have these like crosshair things.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I would use that for cutting off masking tape and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
There's a large one in the middle, but I picked this up. I just was just wondering what everyone else did.
Oh,
Um,
right, yeah.
Jim was showing me he had like a whole bunch of these like various sizes of circles in like a metal template that he picked up off of like Chinese eBay, Taobao.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
So he was telling me to use those. But
Yeah, that might work.
yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need some suggestions on what to put on the back shoulder as far as decals go. I don't think warning signs will do.
Um, I wouldn't normally put anything on the back shoulder.
No?
Or maybe, yeah, maybe just one small warning. Is there like a vent
Mm,
nearby it or something, or a bit of armor?
just it's not a very interesting looking shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could just do like a
There's
little.
not even like corners I could stick something on.
Could just do like a little, I don't know, like a warning decal with a bit of writing on it.
or, or, hmm, maybe talking about something maybe like this, right? Like that,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
or something like that.
yeah, nice straight line. Something that adds emphasis to that particular line on the back.
We're talking about the top, on the top of the shoulder.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah. If it fits with how you're doing it for the rest of the kit.
Okay. Those could work. Let's try it out. Doesn't work out. Let's just rip it off like a band-aid with a piece of scotch tape.
There you go.
Let's cut off two of these things. Yeah, I'm not too happy with dry transfers these days, man. Such a pain in the butt. That's probably like the one reason I would not recommend or I would I guess I would fault the GM Sniper 2 being that it's stickers and dry transfers, not a water slides.
Yeah, that's it. If it was what the nice if it was a Vercar.
Right. Now, you think you're gonna pick up that mega size unicorn?
Already have like a perfect grade unicorn that I haven't built yet. So I don't think I could. I don't think I want another unicorn.
Right.
Because I already built.
Yeah, I put up Banshee and a unicorn perfect grade as well, just sitting there.
It's like already built the full armor unicorn. And then I got the perfect grade with the full armor unit. That's supposed to be my next big project.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely don't want that mega size. I think I've had enough of unicorn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I might be. I might have been missing a bunch of the storyline, but like the whole unicorn series, I could not understand it. Like
Yeah,
the
it's just one of
whole
those ones that it doesn't really explain itself until the very last episode.
like the whole thing with the Laplace's box, and
Yeah. So.
I understand that out of the what is it? What was written in the I don't know, like the laws or whatever.
Mm.
That Laplace's box had that last line that was missing from everything else. That I could understand, but it's just like everything leading up to it was just like am I guessing what the heck is going on?
That's it. And it got a bit. I suppose all Gundam series do this. It gets a bit mystical at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
A bit magical. It's like
Yeah.
no. I like Unicorn for its cinematic feel and its soundtrack and the way it's presented.
It's probably one of the best, I would say, scores.
Oh, definitely.
The Gundam series.
Definitely. It gets played on my car stereo quite often.
Right.
And I'm driving faster than what I should do.
Focus. Yeah, Simon? What do you do when you like accidentally scratch or chip your paint?
If
Do
it's
you just
really bad, I will strip all the paint off and paint the part again. But if it's like just a tiny scratch, then I'd normally thin down some paint of the same shade and kind of dab it on, so it pulls it into the scratch.
Okay.
But it doesn't always work as you want it to, as you know.
Right. Yeah, because that's what I did. I don't know how, because I top coated this before I added the panel lines and the decals, but scratched a bit of the paint. So I took like some Gundam marker. It's a darker color, but I took some Gundam marker and um, just kind of like dabbed it on there and just like rubbed it with my finger just to kind of let it kind of even out with the surface. Not perfect, but I was like, it'll do.
Yeah, if it's only like a tiny little scratch, it's negligible. You can normally cover it up with the top coat. Nobody will notice it. Unless, of course, you're weathering. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been really just like kind of brushing up on all of Henry's videos.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
He's
like
got
his
some
stuff.
stuff on there, yeah. So I've been trying to like kind of like working out in my head as far as how I would approach like his was it the spray paint method?
Oh, okay.
Spray paint chipping, right?
Hmm.
But the thing is, I don't own any acrylic paints whatsoever.
Oh,
And it's highly dependent on acrylics.
yeah, yeah. That's it. That's it. So it's really good for weathering is the MIG lines.
What line?
It's called MIG. Here,
Oh, MIG. Okay, MIG. Yeah.
this stuff like
Ammo,
this.
right?
Engine oil wash, that kind of thing.
Right.
Really good for weathering, and they do this chipping fluid as well. That's quite handy for if you want to add some chipping effects to the paint. It's quite handy.
Okay. Hairspray and salt. Chicken man. Oh man. You got anything else in the works as far as videos go?
Video wise, I'm doing work in progress series for this Hikaja.
Okay.
And I'm going to start a new one for the master grade RX 782 version 3.
Okay.
That's my next kind of big project.
Nice. I was surprised at how quickly you finished that XS, man.
Yeah, I surprised myself. Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's a huge kit. How is he pumping it out so quick?
I know, I don't understand. Normally it takes a lot longer. I guess it's just I did have some time off work recently, and yeah, I had some more free time to do some stuff. So yeah, it's just it turned out quite well. I was quite pleased with it.
Because, like, I mean, you and Zach are probably one of the like faster workers, and Henry for a long time he was like pumping them out like a factory.
So,
But I mean, Zach, he'll snap up a kit so fast. I don't know how he does it. Back when I first met him, like shoot, like circa was it like 2014? Like we would just like chill at his house, and like I'd be sitting there with like a bear guy. It's like slowly like removing nubs and stuff like that, and he'll just like freaking snap together like an RG unicorn in like 2 seconds. I don't know how he did it so quick, but I'm still working on this stupid bear guy while he's done.
I suppose when you build as many kits as what he does, you just get used to it.
Yeah, like I think that's exactly what it is, man.
Mm.
Because yeah, I mean, I think it's also like his process.
Mm.
Because like he'll just cut out every single piece for like a couple steps all at one time, and then he'll like do nub removal and then snap it together. So
Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I do like I don't know 3 or 4 steps, chop them off, remove the nubs, then assemble, then the next part.
right. Like shoot, like for a long time, like when I before I moved into this place, and I had no means of like airbrushing or anything, I was I was straight up just picking the pieces off the runner, doing nub removal, and then painting it.
Wow.
And then I'll wait like 10, 20 minutes for it to like slightly dry, and then I'll like put it together.
That's one way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah, but it ended up in a lot of mistakes, and um, I just ruined this decal. Yeah, and like just because after you paint it, you're snapping it together. So like I'd be like pushing together pieces before they're like even close to being cured. So
oh dear,
that led to a lot of fingerprints.
I bet.
And yeah, those were really good old days. Good old new days. Yeah, I've ruined plenty of kits, man.
I think
But never as far as
we've all been through that process of ruining kits. I think I've got so many ruined kits in
right.
boxes when I was first starting out in painting, just using rattle cans.
I feel I'm probably even better at spray canning than I am at airbrushing. Like I'm pretty sure if I were to compare two kits that were painted airbrush versus spray can, I'm pretty sure I could probably make the spray can look way better than my airbrush kits.
So it just comes with practice, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, not with an airbrush. I know how insanely what's the word? Not economical a rattle can is.
Yeah, there's an awful
You're
lot of
wasting
waste.
so much paint. And so yeah, I mean, I've already decanted a few paints that I have, but I've got a whole bunch more I got to do. Like $8-9 a can, man, for like a Tamiya, TS spray can. Shoot. That kind of money, you could probably get maybe 2, 3 Guyana Oats bottles. Neon Hikija. Need to see that.
It's a bit difficult because I haven't watched the second season of Why Blooded Orphans.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't know what's going on in the series.
Yeah, I maybe got up to like half of it.
Yeah.
I gotta play catch up. But like the thing with like YouTube is like for some reason like the day it's released, sometimes it's like region locked for some reason.
Yeah, I'll get the same thing. Yeah.
Like I can't watch it, so then
I have to watch it through that Bandai or the Sunrise app. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Is it check it out?
It's like it's an app and it has all of the Sunrise anime on it.
Oh.
I can't remember what it's called, but I can only watch it through that. It's quite irritating. Because if I try to watch it on YouTube, it just says you can't watch it because you're in the UK. I was like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, same thing in Korea, man. And it sucks because like I have a Netflix account too, man, and it's like it's kind of annoying that when I when I was in Japan, I was watching movies that were not available on my Netflix account when I was in Korea. I think has to do with like maybe licensing or maybe something else like that. I don't know, but
yeah, definitely.
That was quite annoying.
Because my wife likes to watch like Japanese soap operas,
Right.
And there's a few on Netflix, and there's more Korean ones than Japanese ones.
Yeah, and I have no interest in the Korean ones either, man. Quite annoying. Like, and it's like really dumb. Like, for example, like the Expendables. Expendables 1 and 3 are not in the lineup for me, and I can only watch Expendables 2. But in Japan, I can watch 1, 2, and 3. I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this incomplete series if I never watched the movie? Period. You know.
I noticed on they have Blade 2, but not Blade 1 or 3.
Right. It's exactly like that. Like, why?
That's it.
Why tease me?
And I just watched the Expanse series, and it finishes on a cliffhanger. And the US has had season 2 for like 3 months, but there's no season 2 here.
What show is this?
Oh, The Expanse.
I don't think I know about Expanse. What's it about? Maybe I'll check it out if I can.
It's about like a bubbling war between Earth, Mars, and asteroid belt people. It's like a space drama type thing.
Right up my alley.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good series.
I've yet to watch Game of Thrones. I'm kind of holding off because I'm afraid I'm going to get hooked, man.
I guarantee you will be hooked. I was quite late starting Game of Thrones, and I just binge watched every series. I could not stop. Absolutely hooked.
Shoot. Hello, mosquito. Have you come to die? Oh, freaking mosquitoes. I don't know how to get in. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it quits after I finish up this rifle. And maybe this bullpup. I don't know why some gunmetal colors come in like a while others come in like a more silver color. Have you noticed that?
That's true. There's a big
Like
difference.
the Mr. Hobby gunmetals come in like a bronze, like a copper color, like that.
Yeah.
And then this magazine is like more silver, and that's still gunmetal too. But this is a Tamiya, this is a decanted Tamiya.
All right, that's quite different.
They're totally two different shades, dark and I don't know. I don't know why that is, but. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me a second.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Vicky?
Well, this is just someone and me chilling. I might have to get on and
Yeah, I'll do lunch soon, okay? The brothers are fighting.
You've got three little ones, right?
I think I should probably do them lunch, so I'm gonna pop off.
Oh, okay.
All right, thanks for hosting.
No problem, man. Anytime, bro.
We'll join again soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. So that was nice. Someone came to hang out. I don't think anybody's on at the moment. Watching. Post this on my Facebook real quick. But I think we are close to starting the process of top coating. So I'll probably end up moving this whole setup over to the other side of the room, and we'll kind of get going on top coating and stuff. So yeah, just if you're watching, you can throw some questions up in the chat, and we'll just keep going. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. Out of these decals, so very tired. I should do this side more. And I'm kind of liking doing these live streams, even though not many people are really watching. But I suppose eventually, as time goes by, maybe these live streams will have a nice, healthy community down in the chat. And again, I can't stress this enough. I'm, streaming so much and doing this is once again because of the fact that I kind of want to just break down the wall between creator and viewer. So hopefully I can accomplish that by showing y'all that I mean business. That I'm, I really am trying to just kind of chill out with y'all. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being really optimistic. Hey, imagine you missed Simon popping on for a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe he'll be back. Maybe he won't. He just wants to go fix his kids some lunch. But what's up, man? Yeah, you kind of dropped in at a good time because I'm gonna, as soon as I finish maybe the details on this weapon, I'm gonna pop over and y'all can hang out with me while I airbrush. Uh, so let's put it on that one. Don't know. I think I'm supposed to put it on that way. You seem to have applied my decal inside out. Get on there. There we go. No, don't bend on top of yourself. That's a complete fail. Extremely focused at the moment. And I did not apply this upside down. Great. Okay, where's my Q-tip? I'm getting a little bit hungry too. Anyway, yeah, I think there's going to be a little slight slowdown in the frequency of my videos. Mainly due to the fact that I think the last video for this series is going to be the reveal and the wrap up of this kit. So don't know what I'm going to do next. What's up, Tiffany? You just missed Simon, bro. he popped on for a few minutes, but he had to go take care of the kids. Working on your $15,000 kit, man. Just wrapping up these details here, and then we're going to move on to airbrushing. So excited about that because I I haven't touched my airbrush in almost 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, almost 2 weeks, I'd say. So, yeah, I don't know. You might have been sleeping or something, bro. I put up a planned event, I think, in this. Finney says he didn't know because there was no notification, but yeah, I put up this event for this live stream like 6 hours ago, so it's kind of sitting up there for a while, I think. Unless I did something wrong and it didn't really show up in the feed or anything. Could have been my bad. Sorry, bro. I do not need these. And I'm growing real weary of these decals, man. But that's what y'all came here for, to hear me bitch and moan about nonsense. But, that decal's ready. Let's pop that bad boy on here. Okay. Is he? When is E3? It started already? I had no idea. Looks like I'm gonna have some media consumption to do tonight. Yeah, this stream's not gonna be too long anyway, because I don't plan on really staying on too long, because I've had a couple late nights recently. And that is not completely straight. Get up. Oh my god. Freaking decal just like sticking to the stupid cotton swab. Come on, you gotta be kidding me, man. Hold on 1 second. I'm not looking at chat at the moment because I'm deeply invested on getting this damn thing to stick. All right, I'll just leave it alone at that. There was yesterday and today, Microsoft today, then Nintendo and Sony on Tuesday. Okay. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be a bunch of people. Bethesda. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Bethesda press conference, I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking into getting some a better looking into getting a better webcam and stuff, so y'all can see my ugly mug a lot better and clearer. So yeah, because this MacBook Pro is like 8 years old, so hold on, girlfriend's texting me. All right, I think we are just about ready to start the process of masking off these babies. So yeah, I suppose we shall get started. That's my clear coat. I'm gonna add a little more thinner to this one. And one second. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure if like watching these live streams after the actual live stream, like in the recorded form, is going to be interesting or anything like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure if I should like delete all my previous live streams. Because I mean, there's like small like snippets of like like good information that Simon or Jim or anybody else can give. While I am live streaming. So if you are watching this in the recorded state and not live, I welcome you to just fast forward and stuff and just kind of listen in on conversation. You don't have to listen to me rant or anything, but yeah, I mean, y'all don't have to, sit through 2-3 hours of me just kind of working on stuff. Unless you want to and you just want to watch and you find that interesting, then by all means be my guest. Okay, I'm thinking I want to mask off these parts as well. Can I take this off? I think so. And that's really on there, really tight. There we go. Okay, next. Yeah, it's not coming off. Masking tape it is. So if you're just joining me, I am currently in the process of masking off some of the shinier parts so that I do not matte coat. So I don't matte coat the the shiny like thruster bills and whatnot. Because I would like those pieces to stay shiny. That's a really ghetto job, but I think I can take this one off though. I'm super careful. I might be able to finagle it out. He's not budging. You don't want to come out. Masking tape it is. But, I see I have 5 viewers, but only 1 person in the chat. So if any of y'all want to chat, please, by all means, join us, join in the conversation. We can talk. I promise you I don't bite. I'm fairly approachable. And don't have to worry about me being one of them YouTubers who kind of distances themselves from their viewers, because that's not how I roll, yo. So anyway, and I'm not saying like anybody else does that really, but I'm just trying to say that I'm fairly available if y'all just want to shoot me a message and stuff. But please don't like bombard me with questions. I'm not gonna say who, but there have been a couple instances where just somebody was just kind of pegging me with questions for days on end, and I kind of get the feeling that they were just asking questions just to ask questions, not because they were genuinely interested in said questions. So, yeah, just watch out for that. Would you like this? Oh, come on, man. My voice does not sound that good, and I've heard the way my voice sounds, especially in the live streams, because the microphone in the MacBook sucks. So don't even give me that, bro. There we go. Think I should make a video on how to make these babies? I suppose it could be some interesting content to. There goes my phone. I suppose that could be interesting content. How to make your own alligator clips. Coffee. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting kind of hungry, man. I feel bad because I don't want to kind of like leave y'all in the dust. Good idea, Alex. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And this, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to repaint this one. I've seemed to have forgotten to paint the underside of this scope here. See that gunmetal there? And then it's like kind of light down there. I forgot. I agree. I think when you hear yourself through external means and not inside your head, much different than how you think you hear yourself. I know there's like a specific term for that, but I forget. But yeah, that is true. That is true, Tiffany. Shading. What do you mean shading? What I did to my scope? No, that was unintentional and that was a mistake. I just forgot to paint underneath, and I'm seeing primer. Not shading whatsoever. It is. It's a mistake made by yours truly. And I've got bubbles in this here paint job here, but I can't be bothered to fix it, so whatever, man. Oh, that is not shading. That was unintentional shading. That's primer showing through the bottom of that, man. That was unintentional. Pre-shading or highlighting, that is attainable through using whites or blacks underneath the base coat that you wanna, or the main color that you wanna. I hope one day they make a phone that's large enough for even people like me. Because this iPhone 6s Plus is not not big enough. Tiffany says, "Don't ruin my kit, please," which is an ongoing joke from last night's stream because Tiffany seems to think I should give away this kit to him for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But thanks for the attempted save, bro. Yeah, I think if the live chat showed up in the comments in the in the actual video itself, after this, I guess, recording is done, that would be a very, very long very long comment section. Hold on, let me clean up my workspace a little bit because got a lot of these paper backings from the decals. See all that? All decal backings. And half of them are ripped that I've had to just throw away. All right, I'm currently, if you're watching, I'm in the process of sticking some of these parts onto alligator clips so I can top coat and just kind of seal in the decals and stuff. This part is actually quite tricky. I have to separate the knee joint. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'll put this down here. That's a good spot. Yeah. And this pink thing, I was just like walking down. My girlfriend and I were walking down the street to get some Chinese food, and we saw it in the road. And my girlfriend was like, "Hey, can you use that to stick on your alligator clips?" And I was like, "Yes." I was like, seriously, in my mind, I was like, you cannot be more sexy than you are now, right now. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a girlfriend who supports me in doing the hobby. Yeah, I'm gonna repaint this one. I don't have to top coat it, because yeah. Still, man, after I think I'm done painting, I still gotta paint over more like pieces, man. It's getting quite tiring. I'm I'm noticing a lot of the content on my stream, or like the material that I'm talking about in my streams, is me bitching about decals or just complaining about something. So yeah, welcome to Alex the Doof. Bitching and moaning central. And If you are, what more could you ask for? You're quite the supportive subscriber, Defini. What more could you ask for? Yeah. Currently in the process of connecting my phone to my GoPro so that I can kind of just get some really quick time-lapse stuff for this next video. That's a little too wide. Sorry about that. I am trying to get these settings going. Why is this not? Where is that? Where is that? Settings. Keep up. Alright, whatever. Oh man. So, viewers, there's only 3 of you guys in here. Might be only 2. Anyway. Y'all 2. Defini and Majin and Jeremy and Miguel. If, you know, y'all are the OG subscribers. You guys have been there at the beginning. So be proud of that. You're supporting a complete nobody who knows absolutely nothing about Gunpla. You still choose to follow and watch him and his nonsense on the internet. Go you. Anyway. See where videos and stuff goes. What I got in the works for the next video is I've got like a really short video thing of me hanging out with Sung Dong Lee. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He was a member of Team Nexus, and he's probably one of the prominent publicly known Gunpla modelers out here in South Korea. And yeah, he just recently started up his own studio or workshop or whatever you want to call it. So I made it a point to kind of go out there and say hello and tell him congratulations. And he's a good buddy of mine. I help him translate his videos. If you haven't seen any of his stuff, seriously, you guys should check out his videos. There's like 10 episodes, and I've yet to finish translating, I think, number 9 and 9.5 and maybe number 10, because just haven't had time. But his YouTube channel is called Gunpla Lab, I believe. Gunpla Lab. It used to be Gundam Studio, but he moved out of that place, and it's called Gunpla Lab, and it's really a lot. There's a lot of really good stuff, and good, like really cool, interesting stuff for beginners, and just like he's got a whole series on how to like take an HG and just make it look good with minimal effort. He takes like viewer submissions, and one of the viewers had a question asking how long would it take to snap build a Psycho Zaku. So he was like, challenge accepted, and he does that. It's actually quite interesting. So if you guys don't know of this channel, you should definitely check out his channel, because it's quite informative, and he knows a lot. He knows a lot. I mean, Zach and myself have gone to him and asked him questions, and just kind of picked his brain and stuff on many things Gunpla related. So yeah, y'all should definitely check out Gunpla Lab on YouTube. It's all in Korean, but I hope a good bunch of them are in fact translated. So you should definitely check out his channel. Shameless plug for him. He's got a bunch of subscribers. Most of them are Korean, but yeah, there are a bunch of people who are not from here, who do enjoy his content. So yeah, they've been kind of asking where all the translations and whatnot. So I gotta get on that before more people get angry. Yeah. That backsword is really not interesting looking. Yeah, I'm gonna take these pieces off. Super clips for you. And yeah. So what are y'all up to? Oh, there's like 4 people in here now. I don't know, but nobody's in the chat. Anyway, yeah, if you guys are just kind of creeping, don't be shy. Y'all can chat with me and talk, and you don't have to just creep. Not that I'm saying you're a creeper or anything, but I don't mind interaction with my viewers. I'm not saying that anybody else does, but I welcome it, I guess. That would be the more proper expression. All right, there's like this one speck here. It's like pissing me off. I don't know if it's me or something, but it definitely chipped some of the paint. I'm just touching it up with a black Gundam marker. Oh god, I'm so glad I did not top coat this yet. Panel lining that I forgot to clean up. Some more enamel thinner. So Defini is just totally screwing up my Stein while putting it together. How could you screw up your Stein while putting it together. I mean, unless you've made the mistake of giving your Stein to an infant, I don't think there's much you can do to screw it up, you know? I'm just saying. Touch-ups before I finish up with Tiffany's just had a decal come off, and he has no idea where from. Well, congratulations. Welcome to life that is hell in the form of having to do decals. Why you gotta be like copying me and stuff, man? That's okay. That's quite a few pieces I gotta. Scratch some paintwork. Yeah, I did some earlier today, which was not did not make me a happy camper. No, no, no. Is there thinner? Oh, there's thinner on here. Why are you not erasing? Get off, you bloody bugger. Scratch some paintwork. That sucks, man. I'm not liking how thick GUNDAMUK is. I almost never use it, but kind of feeling lazy at the moment. Nope. I suppose if any of y'all are watching this in the form of a pre-recorded video on my channel. Just I guess watching and just in the background and just like listening to me rant about nonsense and stuff. I suppose in a way it could be entertaining to some. I'm not liking how thick the marker comes out. Oh well. No. Okay. Yeah, I'll just leave that gray. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not gonna top coat the head. Kind of like it a little bit shiny. That piece does need to get coated. You know what? I'll just take this back piece off and just top coat the back piece. Is that okay? Anyway. Whoa, sorry. All right. I think we are just about done. I think I'm going to make the weapons shiny. And all the other stuff not so shiny. I think that's what I'll do. So, shiny stuff is going to get can sprayed with Tamiya clear coat, and everything else will get GUNDAMUK's flat clear, I believe. So. Flat clear. I gotta kind of see where my humidity is at. What's the humidity?
The humidity index is currently 73%.
That's not. It's no rain on the forecast, but it's 73%. All right. Well, I'll give you guys a quick tip as far as top coat on a humid day. What you actually have to do is for humid days, you have to apply. You need to apply a slight retardant or leveler to your top coat. So what I'm going to do is I'll kind of show you guys in the video, but I'm going to throw on some. Why is this still not ready? Throw on some on my mask, and then we'll get on to finishing up the last step of painting all this stuff. So I might actually, while live streaming, record video for my channel. I suppose that could be kind of a cool behind the scenes. Y'all can watch how I record stuff, I guess. And that could possibly be interesting. So we'll see. I'm still waiting for these decals. Are they moving yet? Yeah, there we go. How do they go on? Oh, like that. Okay. That and that. And just finish sticking on these decals. Anybody out there watching? Come on, there's got to be more people in chat. I'm just sticking this decal on. It's about as good as we'll get it. Man, I put a dent into this. Sung Young. Sweet. There's a whole bunch of people up in here. Fusili Zaitsev. Hi, I don't think I've ever seen you before in chat, so. Hi. Sung Young E. Are you Korean or 한국 사람이에요? Or are you Chinese? I can't really tell. Fusili. Alex, what do you use? Fusili Zaitsev asks, Alex, what do you use for matte top coat when you are in the States? I don't know, because I haven't been modeling in the States. I don't have an airbrush set up at my parents' house in the US, so I can't really tell you. But I know some people use Alclad. But I think Tamiya. I mean, Tamiya is readily available. So I would use. Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, man. Dude, there's like 4 people in here. I think that's a record for me. 4 people in chat. Cool, man. My girlfriend is Chinese. She's from near Hong Kong, actually. Well, this is not 100% even. But yeah, as far as like matte top coat and stuff like that, I just use like Mr. Gundam. Sorry, not Mr. Gundam, Mr. Color stuff, or I'm currently using Gaia Notes. I don't know how easily attainable Gaia Notes is in the US, but that's what is easily attainable here for me. It's actually more easy to get here in Korea than even like testers and stuff like that. So Zaitsev says, I really like Tamiya, but it's $9 a can where I'm at. Seems a bit steep. Do you airbrush, Vasily Zaitsev? If you airbrush, you could always decant it. Throw a little like leveling lacquer thinner in there, and then use it for your airbrush, and that way you don't have to waste as much, top coating stuff. This is my already thinned bottle of. I think the video is going to come out backwards, maybe not. But that's my Gaia Notes EX04 flat clear. Are there Gaia Notes cheap in Korea? It's a little bit pricier, frankly, to be honest. I picked up a crap ton of Gaia Notes lacquer paints while I was in Japan, both back in February in Tokyo and in Osaka, like 2-3 weeks ago. So anyway, yeah, dude, if you have an airbrush, dude, just decant it. It's the same exact process. You can see it in one of my videos, where you just take a straw and just attach it to the can and just spray it into a bottle. Just make sure you wait till all the propellant is evaporated out of the bottle that you put it into. So, I think that's the end of that, I suppose. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Tamiya coats. But from what I heard from Jim this morning, actually, Mr. Color released a lacquer airbrush use thing of like line of like UV cutter, top coat and stuff like that. I don't know why I cannot talk today. Top coat, as well as non-UV cut top coat and stuff like that. So you can do that. Yeah, cool, man. Sung Young, welcome to the stream. I'm actually just about to get started on airbrushing and stuff. So, yeah, just bear with me. I'm gonna move my whole laptop setup and everything over to the other side. So, I'm gonna cut off this. I'm just cut off this GoPro. There we go. And we're gonna move everything over. So just bear with me for a little bit, okay? Yeah. Take this. Oh my God. Just dropped my GoPro onto my water paint tray. That was not fun. Okay. More harm, no foul. Just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna move everything over to the other side. Da-da-ba-ba. Da-da-da-ba-ba. I'm gonna need my clear can spray. Can spray. I think. Oh wait, I need to put that on an alligator clip. There you go. Last one. Nice. Alligator clip. Alligator clip. And y'all have to deal with my bad singing because you have no choice. Just wait 1 second because I'm going to get airbrushing soon. That is getting a... Where's my other alligator clips? There we go. Hello. Alligator clips. Alligator clips. Where's this? Alligator clips. I don't know. I'm not gonna top coat that. We are good. Go. Not gonna top coat that. Okay. All right. Don't get dizzy on me because I'm gonna move all y'all. Yeah, you're welcome, Sung Young. I hope I'm not butchering your name. I know nothing about Connecticut, but cool, man. I need this. All right. Let's move that. Turn this chair around. Ugh. Gonna blow your horn. I am getting hungry. I think I have some snacks I could eat. Okay. Oh, what is all this junk here? I want to blow your horn. Blow your horn now. I'll put these empty bottles somewhere. Whatever. Up in this corner here. I think everything I need is inside here. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now let me move this laptop. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit lacking, but y'all don't really care, do you? Right. Gonna blow your horn. Gonna blow your horn. Oof. My house can get kind of scary when there's nobody in here. Oof. All right. Let's connect the GoPro to the battery. And we're almost in business. Mail time. All right. Freaking love jazz. And y'all listen to jazz? The best kind of music out there. All right, I'm gonna move you guys. Ooh. Hold on. Over here. Hopefully that's not a bad angle. Charger on the other side. Fan goes there. There we go. And my Mac is now charging. Okay. Now it's quite hot in here, so. All right, is that a good angle? Maybe I can get a little bit closer and hang out. I suppose that's okay, right? Or is that better? Which do you prefer? The 0.65 wide angle lens or a little bit closer? This is what you have to look at. Anybody? Nobody? Nobody's got any input? None whatsoever? Okay, in that case, I guess further back. So I guess that's good, right? Good enough? Or is that a little bit better? Okay. I think that is that's good enough. Okay. Now I'm gonna do most of the talking before I put on my face mask because it's here. But here is my bottle of. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. Oh, okay. This is like 2.5 cans of like. Tamiya TS39 Mica Red. I love this color. Because if you look down on the bottom, it's actually got like little bits of silver and stuff on it. So it's a really, really cool deep color. I just basically decanted this bottle, and I threw the marbles from the rattle can into here. Yeah, I've got all my paints up here. And I just like to give them a good shake so that they don't, settle too much. I don't like the way that Mr. Color Dark Sea Gray separates. Look at that. It looks like piss. Ugh. Yeah, I just like to, mix up my paints once in a while just to keep them from, staying all settled and crappy on the bottom. If you don't know what these are, I recommend you check my videos, and you will know exactly why I have them in these squeeze bottles. But let me just put all these back up here. And where's my burner one? I think it's this one. Yeah, that's my stacks. Okay. And these are two more Tamiya spray cans that I decanted. Tamiya TS38 gunmetal, and I forgot TS something metallic silver. I was meaning to look at the can tops, but I'm gonna have to just look online and figure out what number that is. Brownie points if you can figure out what color this is. Anyways, that is up there. If you guys want to see what airbrushes I use, this is a Stylex THP-003. It's like a cheap, like $40 one. Hey, Ragnar. How's it going, man? And what I use for paints and stuff, and I seem to have clogged this one out. There we go. Hold on, let me clean out this needle because it's stuck. Holy crap. How did you get stuck like this? Oh my god. Oh, that's a dirty needle. Oops. Hold on. Quick tip. Get a lot of lacquer thinner. I have a, let me show you, 4-liter 4-liter tub of like industrial lacquer thinner, and it was a pain in the ass to get it out from this big bottle into this old plastic bottle that I had. But yeah, because you don't want to be using modeling thinner to clean out your airbrush and stuff, because it's like totally a waste. So yeah, get a bunch of this because you're going to be using a lot of it to clear out your airbrush and stuff. So let me just clean this airbrush real quick. The needle. Get a, what the hell is it called? Spoit. I don't know. The Koreans call it like a spoit or something weird like that. Dropper, whatever the heck you want to call it. could have sworn I cleaned this needle before I stored it. Clean hairbrush is a happy hairbrush. That I use for like paints and stuff. This is a Mr. Hobby PS289. I'm not using anything, any like super crazy expensive Iwata or anything. That is a Mr. Hobby PS289, and yeah, I like it. It's a pretty good airbrush. So this is my nice one, but this is only like 9,800 yen, like $100. I bought this in Japan because it was cheap. And yeah, I use this Stylus one because it's cheaper, and I use this one because it's kind of like my burner one. So got a mini filter and moisture collector, and I'm not gonna pick up my laptop and show you my compressor and stuff because that is all stuff that you guys can see in my videos. So okay, we are good to go. Let me turn on my compressor. It's gonna be a bit loud. We'll let the tanks fill up. Scared me. All right. So you guys can kind of see behind the scenes of how I do some of these time lapses and stuff. I basically hook up my GoPro Hero 4 Black to like an extended battery because time lapses do take a long time to do. And instead of taking actual video, because it'll just take up a whole bunch of space for it to just be a waste of space in my SD card, I'll just set it to like take a picture every second or every 2 seconds, and that's how you get the time lapses that you see in my videos. Now, before we do anything else, my Gaia Notes Fleck Clear is not okay for spraying today. So I basically mix this at a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's a little bit too thick. And for the purposes of today, because the humidity is at 70-something%, if I do spray in these conditions, I'm going to end up with frosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some leveling here. This is a brand called IPP. It's a cheap Korean brand. If you want to check it out, it's ippmall.co.kr. I don't know if you can see that up there, but yeah. This is leveling, and there's a whole bunch of thinners that you can use. This company makes specific thinners for certain kinds of paints. They have a metallic innovation line, which is basically a paint that helps kind of like balance out the mix of metallic paints. So you'll use that. You use this when you're thinning out metallic paints, and I've got all kinds of other thinners, Carnot's thinner and whatnot. But for today, basically, I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leveling. Basically, what this is it's a retarder, and this is not like oh, you're retarded, not that kind of retarder, but it's a retardant for your thinning. Basically, what it does is it lowers. It extends the dry time of the paint or whatever that you're spraying, and basically helps it not end up drying after it atomizes, drying in midair on its way to the surface of whatever you're painting. So that's what you leveling or retardant is basically what you want to use for days that are really, really humid, because basically as your clear coat pretty much comes out of the airbrush, it's gonna, after it atomizes, it's gonna start bonding with a lot of like the water particles in the air. So when that happens, you're gonna end up with frost. So it's basically like really small, like crappy white dust that ends up on your kit when you're spraying in really humid conditions. So that's why you use leveler or retardant. And so yeah, I use this cheap brush for basically primers and clear coats and stuff like that. And then paints and stuff I'll require a little bit more delicate control and stuff. So I'll use the Mr. Hobby airbrush for that. So anyway, looks like y'all are having some good conversation out there. So I'm just gonna go about my business and mixing up this clear coat. None of it dried or anything. Only chunks in there. Okay. Alright, so we're leveling. Again, you want the consistency of like milk. I think that's enough. Now, I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me or anything with my mask on top of the fan. So if it's really loud, let me know and I'll just kind of mute the sound and you guys can just watch. Sung Young asks, what grit do you, I guess he means what grit sandpaper do you use before you prime? A simple like rule of thumb is for really, like really big sanding jobs, you'll use something that maybe like 400 or 600. So some people might go like 400 or 600. You don't have to use 4 and then 6, but Taylor ends 600 and 400 or 600. Then you can go up to 1,000, maybe 1,500. That should be okay. And then once you prime, if you use a thick enough primer, it'll fill in the cracks and stuff for some of the inside your plastic kit. So, so yeah. Yeah. So anyway, how about we do this? Because y'all are actually chatting and stuff. If you have any actual questions directed towards me, just type them up in caps, so it's easier for me to distinguish between just y'all chatting and and questions directed towards me. Hopefully, I didn't mess up this ratio. Right. That's not too loud, right? Hope not. Let's just see. Yeah, Sungyoung, just if I sand something, I don't even remember what grid. I think it's 800. I just use an 800 grid for pretty much everything. So I mean, you just sand and just kind of like look at it, and if you like the way it feels, then that's fine. Honestly, there's no actual rule of thumb as far as how to go about sanding stuff. So, so yeah, man, don't sweat it. It's not that important. I could have sworn I had one more cap. I have no idea where it went. Oh, oh well. We'll have to find it later. I'm about to get started. I see a mosquito. Right. As always, safety first. Oh. I'm still getting some flakes because it's too humid. Bye. Have fun. Oh. Whew. Ran out of top coat. About, oh, I'm almost done. Oh, Danny boy, just as the pipes are falling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone. Oh, gotta be careful. Oh. All right. That is it for the mat. I have to paint a couple pieces again, so I'm gonna move that here. Oh, that's getting gloss, 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 gloss for that. These are all getting glossed. These two are getting repainted. All right, y'all still here? Maybe. I need to clean out this hairbrush. So. Bye. Bye, Sungyeon. It's fairly clean. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside, the summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you, must go and I must buy. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. But when you come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I will maybe, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say, and Ave there for me. And I shall hear the soft you tread above me, and on my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Alright. I don't want to open up a totally new, bottle, so. So I'm going to open up this here can of Tamiya semi-gloss clear, and I'm just going to coat a couple pieces, and then I'm going to repaint this piece and that piece, and we are done. So anyways, I think we are gonna call it a stream here, and yeah, just stay tuned. I'm gonna be doing a reveal and finish up putting everything together and stuff, and yeah, hopefully it'll turn out okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think I'm really starting to enjoy streaming and stuff. So, so yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.